Hi guys, it's Red. In this lesson we are going to discuss some practice you might encounter when using the for loop. Let's create the file. Lesson 25 hyphen more for loop uses .py. Now let's create a for loop for underscore in range parenthesis 2 column new line print parenthesis quotation marks hello and run it. So you can use the underscore convention when you don't need to use the value of each iteration. In this way, looking at your code, you'll immediately understand that loop is only used to carry out a specific task a certain number of times. And not only. Let's try another example. Let's create a list of lists. L equal square brackets 1, 2, 3, square brackets 4, 5, 6, close the square bracket, square brackets 7, 8, 9. Let's say we want to print just the first and the last number of our list of lists. For x, underscore, z. In L, column, new line, print, parenthesis, x, z, and run it. As you can see, we printed just the first and the last number of any lists in our list, using the underscore convention. Now let's discover another way to use the for loop. For index in range parenthesis 0, 10, 2 column new line print parenthesis index and run it. So in the range function, the first number is the starting point, the second number is the arriving point, and the third number are the steps. In this case we are stepping by 2 and starting from 0, which is why we get printed from 0 to 8, because the arriving number is not used. Now let's create another example. Names equal square brackets quotation mark Fred quotation mark comma quotation mark Bob quotation mark comma quotation mark Carl quotation mark new line age equals square brackets 28, 19, 22. New line 4 name, age in zip parenthesis names, ages column new line print parenthesis f quotation mark curly brackets name is curly brackets age years old, and let's run it. So using the zip function we have been able to access any element of 2 different lists in a clean way. And there is more, because if one of the lists is shorter than the other one, it will stop at that point. Let's try. Let's remove the last stage and run it. And just the first 2 names and ages have been printed. Now let's try one last thing, a dictionary comprehension. D equals curly brackets n column n double asterisk 2 4 n in range parenthesis 3. New line, print, parenthesis, type, parenthesis, d, comma, d, and run it. And as you can see, we created our first dictionary using dict comprehension. Now let's recap. Lesson 25 hyphen more for loop users. We learned about the underscore convention, for underscore. We learned about a new way to use the range function. We learned about the zip function. And we learned about the dict comprehension. For this lesson it's enough. Thanks for watching and see you in the next lesson.